But today, it's Osiris here, and for this assignment, I decided to do my show and tell, and it's on this book. As you can see, it's the subtle art of not giving a fuck, and this book is a huge book that kind of changed my perspective on a lot of things that I enjoy, and a low key changed my life in a sense, right? So the show and tell and story of today is going to be about the last week's class or last week's when we talked about voice and like the tone and also the cutout poetry. So in these pages in my book, I highlighted certain words that I wanted to do as like a cutout poetry as we talked in a different class. I mean, last class, I believe. And I kind of just want to, try out my own little narrative voice and kind of tell you guys like what this book has done for me in like the narrative sense of the cutout that I did. I also added some poetry because it wouldn't be long enough. So it's mixed in with the cutouts and my own poetry. So let's get into it and yeah. What do you want? What do you want out of life? It doesn't really mean anything. Everyone wants a carefree life. Everybody enjoy what feels good, to fall in love, and have amazing sex. To look perfect. It is easy to want that. Consider what pain you want in your life. What are you willing to struggle for? The awkward silences, the feelings, what for, what if, what else. Appreciate the risk, the uncertainty, the repeated failures. The path to happiness is a path full of shit, heaps, and shame. Sometimes you got to choose which fucks you want to give and to what. So maybe it's worth it to bleed for something real, not the glossy dream sold in neon and slow motion kisses, but the cracked pavement after a storm, the way your voice breaks when you say, "I'm sorry," and mean it. Maybe it's the job that barely pays but lets you create, or the person who sees your scars and doesn't flinch, who traces them like a map. They're willing to travel. That kind of love doesn't come clean. It comes with late night arguments, with silence that cut deeper than words, with showing up even when you're tired. Even when you failed again, you don't climb towards meeting on a straight ladder. You crawl through doubt, to days that taste like ash, to the hello echo of why I am doing this, but then a moment sunlight through dusty blinds, laughter that surprised you, or hand reaching for yours without thinking. That's not happiness, that's belonging. And you only exist because you chose the struggle, because you said this pain, yes, this heartbreak, this fear, this uncertainty, I will carry it. I will let it change me. The world keeps asking, what do you want? But the better question hums beneath your ribs. What are you willing to lose? To walk away from comfort, to tell the truth and risk being misunderstood, to build something fragile knowing it might collapse. That's the scene where the music swells, not when everything works out, but when you take one more step forward. Bruised, uncertain, but still choosing. Still fighting for a life that means not just one that feels good. And maybe that's enough. Thank you, and I hope you guys enjoyed this little poetry. And I'll see you guys in class whenever you see this. Love. Ozzy out.